Okay, so welcome to another Tuesday, Pick a Card Tuesday with Carrie Kohan. I am looking forward to today's readings. I haven't even prepared the cards yet. So, first of all, I'm going to cleanse these cards and bring them back to their natural state, please, dear Lord. In doing so, there we go. You can just feel that rush of energy. Whoo. And we'll do it to this side of the deck as well. Please, dear Lord, bring these cards back to their natural state. There we go. Come on, back to their natural state. There we go. Perfect. Well, who needs drugs? Right? I mean, that stuff makes you fly. Okay, so deck number one, or door number one is what I like to call them. Door number one, number two, number three. Which one are you going to choose? It is the end of May, so let's start looking into the month of June. And I would like to do a reading for those that are looking in for the month of June. What can you expect in this month? And again, I'm going to ask that our spirit guides are gentle with this reading because, as you know, the O cards, which these are, whoops, that's the bottom of them. Okay, let's find the top. The O cards, these ones, they are from the 1980s. As you can tell, this deck is pretty old, and this is probably my third, fourth, fifth deck. I've gone through a lot of them over the years, and yeah, they're pretty powerful. If you don't ask for them to be gentle, they can be pretty harsh, like they can be in your face. And sometimes you need that, right? Sometimes you need to be kind of hit over the head, but not today. No, we're going to ask for gentleness, and so let's begin. So door number one, what would you like to say to door number one? Wow, we had this last week, okay? So the first word is guilt. Is it guilt that you are receiving or having? Guilt over money. Is it that you don't know your worth, that you have guilt about how much you're making or how little you're making? Is it guilt that you're not providing for your family, or that you're maybe making too much and it's like, oh, this is out of my comfort zone? Some people have that. Crazy as it sounds, but it's actually quite normal. So what is the guilt around money? Has someone lent you money and you haven't paid it back? Is it you've received money? Yeah, that was a big, ba-doom. Yeah. Is it that you've received money and there's guilt about it? It could be illegal money and you know it. Okay, whatever it is for you, don't need to go any further with that one. So, guilt about money. The next card, slave. So, what are you a slave to? Wow, this is almost identical reading to last week. I think it was number 2 was guilt. So, what are you being a slave to, and set yourself free? So, the guilt over money has enslaved you. And it is time that you set yourself free. Like, look at that card. It is time. Don't you think? It is time that you set yourself free. Fly. So how do you set yourself free? Well, you simply make a decision. I'm not going to buy into the guilt anymore. I'm not going to participate in this action that's making me feel guilty. So if you're feeling guilty about money because you're making more money than your parents ever did, you have to disconnect from that, unhook. Imagine that you have hooks inside yourself, like those hooked earrings. Imagine that you unhook the rope, the ties that tie you to whatever belief system that is not helping you, and allow those hooks to fall to the ground and melt into the ground. And Mother Nature absorbs those hooks and transforms them into everything beautiful, into love and trees and flowers and everything beautiful. Okay? And by doing that, you let go of being a slave, and instead you fly. Is there one more card for number one? Mother. So I can feel some of you going, whoa, mother. That is right in tune with what you were just reading. Okay, so this is guilt as well. Did mother instill any guilt in you sexually? So this card is a unique card, and like I said, my former husband used to call them "oh shit" cards because they're pretty explicit. So the next card is male or female and hiding oneself. So there's shame about yourself sexually. There's you've shut yourself down maybe, where you haven't allowed anyone into your world for a long time, or you just don't want to, or there's something where your mojo, your sexual energy has stopped. And could it be something that your mother said, or a belief system that you wouldn't make your mother proud, or there's something there with mother. There's also something there about being weary. Okay, so what do you need to be weary about? Yeah, this deck is something. Let me find one more. Okay, so there is a end card, and be weary, or maybe you're weary about food and your house and your providings, and there might be some concern about where you're living, what you're doing, who you're with, are you going to find a partner? There's all kinds of questions there, and those questions need to end. You need to become certain with your outcome. So let go of the guilt, let go of the weariness, let go of any guilt with mother or parents, or it can be your partner. Your partner can be like a mother. Mother is smother. So instead, retreat from all of that, and what? Retreat from all of that and focus on love. This is the outcome. Focus on love. Imagine going to the beach and, the dogs are going crazy downstairs. I'm sorry, I can't do much about them. Anyways, focus on love. It is all about self-love, peace of mind, happiness, and bark out your crap. Let go of it. Retreat from all the old stories and instead focus on love. So meditate, put your feet up. If you were to go to the beach and put your feet up, what would that be like? How would that feel? I want you to actually feel that now and start playing your cards differently. It's time that you actually recognized that you are worthy. You need to start having a different reaction, a knee-jerk reaction where, you used to think about money and there would be a knee-jerk reaction. You used to think about maybe your parents or someone that guilted you. There would be a knee-jerk reaction. Well, what you resist persists. Instead, focus on love. So June is your focus on love month. And oh, come on, where's the card? Yeah, it's all about happiness. It's all about, put a smile on your face, put your shoulders back, chin up, and again, not creepy clown. It's all about, putting a smile on your face and saying, okay, what's good about this? What's good about everything in my life? I'm so happy and grateful. I am so excited about where my life is going, what I get to do in this world, and just focus on the good things in life. When my father was passing, it's funny because he was actually an amazing father. And for years, I focused on all the crap that my father was, there were some tough times with my dad, and understandably, because, he was a complex person, but gosh, what he went through in his lifetime, I don't think I could have made it through what he went through. And so when he was passing, he came to me dream time. It was actually through another psychic. And she said, "Oh, your father's here." And I said, "Did he pass?" She goes, "No, he's still alive, but he's speaking to you. And he's saying, remember the good times, Carrie." And I was like, good times? Were there good times? And then I realized, wait a minute, there were massive amounts of good times. I was his pet. I was his, his little girl. And we were so close for so many years. And it was only in my late teens that we started to drift apart. And then we got together just again before he was passing. And for about 2 years there, we were really, really strong. So it was really beautiful. So anyways, focus on the love and focus on what's good and heed my father's words. Remember the good times. And I think that's good for number 1. So in June, as you're moving through, if you have any guilt about anything, let it go. If you have any weariness, any like, oh, I don't know about this, let it go. If you have any mother-father issues, unhook and let it go and fly like the bird. Okay? How is that for reading number 1? Door number 1. It was a little unusual, but that's all right. We're off to a good start. Okay, so door number 2. Again, sorry about the pups downstairs. They're not actually my dogs. They're my Linz's son's dogs. And they're here during the day. And so when they see a dog outside, they go crazy. Okay, door number 2. The first word that comes up is affection. What does affection mean to you? What does that mean? It feels really lovely, right? Are you being affectionate with yourself? Are you being affectionate with others? Are you seeking affection? If you really crave affection from someone else, then give affection to yourself. Start massaging your feet at night. Start really pampering yourself. Give yourself a spa treatment. And maybe go get a massage, right? Because it means that you're craving the human contact. And so whatever the affection is, get out of the office and go have some affection. Go get a massage. It could also be that maybe there's affection in the workplace. Maybe that there's someone in your workplace that you feel affectionate towards or that you have interest in. Something like that, a little something, something. And what should you do about that? What should you do? Well, look at the time. Is now the time? Is now the time to speak your truth about the one that you're thinking affectionately about or that you're feeling affection? Maybe it's in your relationship and now it's time. Maybe you should, approach the person that you would like to have affection with. It can be your existing partner and you want more affection or less. Who knows what it may be, right? Because there's so many of you out there and it can be different interpretations, but they're still speaking to you, whatever it may be. So, the next one, rival. So, is there a rival at work? Is there a rival in your affection? Could it be that, your partner is a football fan or a race car fan or, he's like consumed with sports? Or could the rival be another person, another man or another woman? What is it about rival? And okay, so is a rival really a rival? You have to examine your reaction. So what is the reaction when you think of, Lindsay, he was a football fanatic, is a football fanatic, and I used to get so upset that, my God, the days would be taken up with football. I'm using this as an example because he actually was pretty good. I'm actually thinking more of my father. My father was a fanatic, and my mom, this is a better example. My mom used to get really upset because every Saturday, every Sunday, every Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday. You know, it was always a zone final. He always had to go out and do something for sports, and sports was like a mistress. You know, he was never home because he was always doing the sports. So that was her rival. Sports was my mother's rival. And so she realized very early on that she had to have a different reaction, because if she saw and got more and more angry that, you know, sports was the rival, and she could feel the anger bubbling up that he was never home because of the sports, they wouldn't have had a very long marriage. They were married for 33 years, and it was because she changed her reaction. And she started to see, okay, well, this is an opportunity for me to build my interests and to think of what I want to do. The other aspect to this is it could be back in the workplace. Maybe there is someone that you're feeling affection towards, and there is a rival that also would like the affection of the same person. So change your reaction. And when you change your reaction, when you are needing someone, when you really need someone, you're actually pushing them away. It's like money, right? You know, when you're grasping and you can hardly wait to get it, it like evades you. It sweeps all around you. It's like so close, but you can't grasp it. And so love is the same way. When you step back and you love them and you share love with them, but you also love yourself, and you trust that if this is the right person, that person will always be there for you at the right time, in the right way. It'll all be right. And so when you change your reaction and let go of any neediness, everything will just flow. Okay? So, hope. Hope is a debilitating word, I think, because it is putting something out there and hope that it's going to be all right. But it also is a word that leads into dreams and manifestation. So write down what it is you hope for, but I would go beyond hope, what you expect, what you desire. And so I want you to write down the life, the person that, you know, this is all about affection for yourself. So write down the things that you're going to do for yourself that are affectionate, that are loving, like going for a massage, like going for a beautiful walk every morning, getting the fresh air, really honoring yourself. It can also be that you make your ideal partners list and everything that you desire in your partner, but also remember to put that they are single, ready, willing, and able to have a committed relationship with you. Because, you know, if you forget that, sometimes you'll attract a married person into your life that will have all the beautiful attributes that you're looking for, but they're married. So we don't need that in your life. You want to have someone that is ready, willing, and able to have a committed relationship with you. Okay? So that is your June. Your homework is to write and write down what it is that you desire, because when you do that, everything is going to be just beautiful. When you take on the posture of who you are, what you desire, where you want to be in this month of June, posture, stand straight, chin up, shoulders relaxed, and back. There's no stress, right? When you let go of stress and when you trust that you're on the right path, you've built the bridges that you needed to, the rainbows will appear and the beauty all around you will reveal itself. Okay? So that's it. That's a nice, easy read, and the sun will shine upon you as well. One last card came out. Sun is shining upon you in June. Yep, beautiful. Bridges have been made, and no bridges burned. They've actually been built, and they're all ready for you. So I got to sort out these cards and get ready for door number 3. Put these back and shuffle again. Okay, so how is that for door number 2? Did you guys enjoy it? Please put your comments below. And remember to subscribe and hit the notification button so you'll be notified every time that I do these. And what else? Yeah, I think that's about it. Of course, like. Yeah. Okay, so door number 3. What would you like to see? Women. Calling all women. So if you're a man, maybe you have lots of women in your life. Or, why is a death card coming up? Okay, so what is this about? Maybe someone in your life is passing. Or maybe you know a few women that have passed. It doesn't have to be death. It can be the end of a relationship. It can be the end of, something that you've known for a very long time, or that you were hoping that would blossom. So I don't usually, appreciate the death card. Not appreciate, but I don't usually show it even. But in this one, it feels really appropriate because it's not death necessarily. It is the ending of a cycle. And it could be that, maybe you're a man that has had, or a woman that has had a lot of women in your life, and, being a bit of a playboy or playgirl, and that is coming to an end because you're going to find the right person. It can be that, what would it be with women? What would you like to show? The competitiveness women have with one another sometimes, right? Where we fight each other like cats. There's a competitive feeling. Not having women as your best friends, that's all coming to an end. And I can see that universally, where women are starting to work together. In fact, they're starting to be quite free. And this is a beginning of a whole new way of flying together. Wow, wow, wow. So that's like our group, right? Carrie's community. This is a time where we're going to be flying together and no longer being adversaries, but instead working as a partnership with one another. Yeah, that feels really good. Yeah. In the past, we've suppressed feelings, over spilt milk. We've suppressed feelings of, dismay, of sadness, depression, whatever it may be. And again, this is a time where we are flying free. So all of those emotions, in June, you are going to focus on what's good about this. You're going to let go of all of that stuff. And instead, actually, funny enough, both men and father came up. So instead, you're also going to start focusing on what was good about every relationship that you had with men and fathers in your life, whether it's one father or stepfather or multiple fathers or many men in your life, right? You got to start focusing on what was good about it, and write down, a letter to yourself, a forgiveness letter of, to every single man that has been in your life, whether you're a man or a woman. If your father was not nice to you, or if your father was nice to you, write him a letter and either say, thank you for being nasty to me because you made me a better person, made me a better father for my own children or mother for my own children, or say thank you for being absolutely wonderful to me because you've made me into the person that I am. The next one is inner child work, because when you let go of all of the emotions that you have with men and fathers in your life, you are healing the child within, and this is the key. This is a key to your advancement. This is a key to you growing and becoming an even more joyful person, right? It's the key. In order to be joyful, you need to write, you need to change your reaction, and now is the time. It's all the same cards. That's so funny. Yeah, now is the time to go for it. There you go. Now is the time to go for it. So you got those, right? Joy. You got to write down what you're really blessed about. What are you grateful for? And what do you plan to be joyful about in June? Change the reaction that you have towards the men in your life, whether it's father or men, okay? And because now is the time. We have to step away from all the drama in our lives. In order to transcend, in order to do the work that we're supposed to be here for, that not even supposed to be, in order to do the work that we're here to do, we need to move away from the drama and all the stories that are around us, and instead really go for it. This is your time. This is the go time. And if you knew of whatever it is that you wanted to do in life, it is to start to fly, right? It's just like all the other cards. Here, let me pull up these ones. I'll shuffle. Yeah, this is your time. Focus on, it's the half, the glass half full or half empty. So how do you see your world? Is it half empty or half full? And you have to focus on, there you go. Final card. You've got the power. You've got everything in you. You just need to reach up and grab onto that power and believe in yourself and know that in your heart, in your mind, in your soul, in your spirit, you have everything that it takes in order to be as magnificent as possible. This is like a Superman outfit with your Superman cape, right? And I know the red boots and all of that. Let all that go. The symbol about this to me is about grabbing the power. That's really what this card is all about. You have the power. And so focus on love, and you have the power. Focus on, see? It's confirmation, it's affirmations, right? Yeah. Okay, that's about it then. How was that for number 3? It's all about joy. It's all about joy. Joy, joy, joy. Remember that song when we were kids? I got the joy, 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 joy down in my heart. Down in my heart. Down in my heart. I got the joy, 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 joy down in my heart. Down in my heart today. So write down what you have joy in your heart about. And that's it. Okay, thanks everyone for joining me again. That was a really beautiful afternoon with you, and I hope you enjoyed it. Please share this all over social media, because we want to get it out there. I'm growing this channel, so remember to subscribe, like, and hit that notification button. And then comment below which ones you chose and how did it resonate for you. Was there something in there? And if it didn't, it's probably because something is about to trigger, something is about to come, and it will answer your questions in advance. Okay? So we'll see you next Tuesday, right here for Pick a Card Tuesday. Chat with everyone soon. Bye now.